Hello class 8, hope you all are doing well. Now since today in this video I am going to start a new chapter in chemistry, that is your physical and chemical changes. As you all know that change is a law of nature which occurs in everyday life. And there are so many changes which may be desirable, some are undesirable, some are natural, some are man-made. Some changes are slow, some are fast, and some are reversible changes, and some are irreversible changes. So in this chapter we will learn about different types of changes. Let's start the chapter physical and chemical changes. Change is a universal phenomenon. Almost all substances they undergo change. While some changes are easy to detect, while some are so small that they are difficult to identify. Let's discuss different types of changes occur around us. First is your slow and fast changes. The changes that takes longer time to complete are called slow changes. They take hours, many days or months or even years to occur. For example, your seed change into a tree or growth of a child are the examples of slow change. Now next is your fast change. The changes which takes place in a very short interval of time, they are called fast changes. Fast changes are very quick. They occur very rapidly in seconds. For example, occurrence of lightning and burning of paper, bursting of firecrackers, and when you switch on the fan, these are the examples of fast changes. Next is your natural and man-made changes. Some of the changes takes place in nature by themselves and which are called natural changes. Examples of natural changes are eruption of volcanoes, landslides, earthquakes, and growing of tree. And man-made changes are any change that occurs due to the efforts of the human beings, means which are made by man. They are called man-made changes. For example, cooking of food, making of jewelry from the gold, etc. Next is your periodic and non-periodic changes. What are periodic changes? The changes that are repeated at regular intervals of time, they are called periodic changes. Actually, they occur periodically at regular intervals. And examples are your change of season and formation of day and night. And what are non-periodic changes? The changes that are not repeated at regular intervals are called non-periodic changes. They occur at any time. For example, change of weather and volcanoes eruptions, earthquake, landslides are the examples of non-periodic changes. Next is your reversible and irreversible changes. What are reversible changes? When a change in a substance can be reversed by changing the conditions, it is said to be a reversible change. For example, change of state of matter are the example of reversible change. When you freeze the water, water change into ice, and when you heat the ice, then ice change into again water, right? And what are irreversible changes? A change is irreversible if a substance cannot be brought back to its original state after a change. It is said to be an irreversible change. For example, burning of paper, formation of curd are the examples of irreversible change, because a paper ash cannot be changed back to paper, or curd cannot be changed back to again milk. Understood? Next is your desirable and undesirable changes. Desirable changes are the changes which produce useful result and are brought about by man or nature. For example, making of glass. Next is your undesirable changes. Undesirable changes are the changes which produce useless results, and they are also brought about by man or nature. And for example, breaking of glass, right? Now next is your physical and chemical changes. First we will study about physical changes. A physical change is a temporary change in which no new substance is formed and the chemical composition of the original substance remains the same, even though some of its physical properties like color, state, shape, size, etc. may change. So, what are the characteristics of physical changes? In physical change, no new substance is formed, right? For example, suppose you take a glass bottle, right? When this glass bottle fell down, it will break down into several pieces. Still they are piece of glasses, but shape and size is changed, right? But no new substance is formed. Second is the change is temporary and reversible. That is, the substance returns to its original state on changing the condition. Let's take example to understand this sentence. As we all know that water on cooling change to ice state, that is your solid state. But when this ice is melted, then on melting this ice change into what? Water. Means the change is temporary and reversible. Same way when water is boiled, on boiling the water change into water vapors, but these water vapors on cooling they change back to water. It means the change is what? Temporary and reversible, and it is a physical change. Understood? Now third characteristics of physical change is that there is no change in mass during a physical change. Let's take example of that. You just take a candle, or it is a solid wax, okay, and when you melt it, then on melting it change into liquid state, right? But the mass of the both, that solid wax or a liquid wax, both are same. It means there is no change in the mass of the substance in physical change. Now next is there is usually no gain or loss of energy as a result of physical change. Means neither heat is absorbed nor heat is evolved during physical change. Understood? Let's see the examples of physical changes. First is your melting of wax is a physical change. Melting of ice is also melting change. Magnetization of iron is also a physical change, because after some time what's happened, this iron loses its magnetic property. Next is your breaking of glass, drying of wet cloths, dissolution of sugar in water when you dissolve sugar in water, glowing of an electric bulb. All these are the examples of physical change, right? Now next is your chemical changes. Now what are chemical changes? It is a chemical change is a permanent change in which new substances are formed whose chemical composition and physical and chemical properties are different from those of the original substance. For example, when iron combined with sulfur on heating, it gives you iron sulfide. Means a new substance is formed, that is your iron sulfide, and this iron sulfide cannot change back to iron and sulfur. So you can say it is this reaction is irreversible and it is what? Permanent. So this is a chemical change, because chemical changes are always permanent, irreversible, and always a new substance are formed, right? And one more thing, that composition and properties of original substance, that is your iron and sulfur, they are changed on heating, right? Let us discuss the characteristics of a chemical change. In a chemical change, always a new substances are formed, For example, when paper is burned, ash is formed and ash is a new substance, right? Second is the change is permanent and irreversible. Means whenever there is a change, it is always permanent and irreversible. For example, when curd is formed from milk, now the curd is a permanent change because it cannot change back to milk, right? So it is irreversible. Now third characteristics is there is usually a change in the mass of the original substance. For example, just you take an magnesium ribbon in a crucible and note down its weight. Then you heat this magnesium ribbon, and after heating, again you take the weight of this crucible, and what you will observe that the weight of this crucible is increased. Why? Because the magnesium present in this crucible, it combined with oxygen and it formed magnesium oxide. So a new substance is formed and its mass is changed. So you can say that there is usually a change in the mass of the original substance. Understood? Fourth characteristics of a chemical change is that in a chemical change, exchange of energy takes place. Means either energy is absorbed or energy is evolved. Understood? Let's see some examples of chemical changes. Now first is your formation of curd from milk, rusting of iron, the digestion of food, the burning of fuel, rotting of eggs, and the cooking of rice are the examples of chemical changes. Now next, let's see the difference between physical changes and chemical changes. In physical changes, no new substance is formed, while in chemical change, a new substance is formed. In second, it is a temporary change, while chemical change, it is a permanent change. In physical change, no change in the composition of the substance takes place, while in chemical changes, the composition of the new substance changes greatly. Now, fourth point is here, in physical changes, the change is easily reversible, while in chemical changes, the change may be reversible or irreversible. Now, fifth point is here, in physical changes, heat or light may or may not be given out or absorbed, while in chemical changes, heat or light or both are generally given out or absorbed. Okay, I hope you all have you understood. Thank you, children.